Warning, this podcast will contain spoilers.
And Thanksgiving dinner.
It's too early.
Only a few days.
What's up, everyone, and welcome to the ASOTV podcast for the Vampire Diaries, Season 7, Episode 7, Mommie, Dearest. I'm your host, Dom. With me, my co-host, Mike.
Hi.
Hi. Nikki.
Hi.
Hi. And, Alfalfa.
I don't even have my alfalfa curl.
Oh, Kim.
Hi.
Hi.
I don't see a curl.
I don't
Yeah, I
either.
don't have the curl today.
It's gone.
It's not gone. It's just not
It's gone.
visible.
I cut it off.
Okay.
Now a moment of silence for the alfalfa curl of Kim.
So, what'd you guys think of this episode?
I enjoyed it. There was an honest-to-God sword fight.
There was.
There was.
Not
very
that kind of sword
swashbuckler.
fight, Kim.
What?
I mean, it kind of was that kind of a sword fight.
Why is it always about what? I'm not always about.
You're the one here with the dirtiest mind of us all.
Well, you know what? It kind of, sort of was half of that kind of sword fight.
Was.
Because they were fighting for who got the,
For Lily's honor.
Yeah, for Lily's honor, or who would get to utilize the sword later.
So more or less, it was a cockfight. They just.
That's what I just said.
No, you didn't say that.
I said utilize the sword later.
Yeah, you said sword. You
Innuendo.
didn't say cock.
It's more funny if you cock.
Yeah.
Fine. Here I am, trying to be clever and use innuendo, but fine, next time I'll just come out with it. Cock!
Just go for gold. Do it.
Cock, the gold standard.
Put it in your end. Oh. So one of the swords that was involved in that sword fight was apparently something Julian's been looking for. And she now has it. So I'm scared.
I think the only reason he was looking for it, if we're to believe what Bonnie's little artwork thing that she saw, I think the reason he was looking for it is because if you combine it with the Phoenix Stone, said sword would suck out the soul of a supernatural being.
That's what it seems like, yeah.
That's my best guess, because it's a standard old sword otherwise.
Or less.
guessing
Or
that
if it doesn't
mark-
suck out this. Yeah, oh, yeah. Okay, you said mark the person, and then when they die, the soul goes into the stone. Is that what you meant?
Oh, I didn't even think about marking the person.
It's the
That's-
cross. That cross mark.
Yeah,
I
it's-
think is what's attached to the sword. I think that's
Yeah.
what's the leftover. That's what it.
It's
says.
kind of like they Zorro the person, and then they're marked when they die, and when they die, their soul goes into the stone.
Or it just kills
That's-
them outright and leaves a mark? I don't know.
No, because we see Stefan in the flash forwards. He has the mark, and he's running around. He's very much alive in a vampire sort of way.
Yeah, but is it Stefan?
I mean, Damon and everybody refer to him as Stefan.
But
I mean, if they don't know, we're not gonna know.
That's a good point. At that, we know that the souls, different souls, are in the stone, and different souls can go into the person. So it could be possible, if that's true. If what we're going to believe at this point is that the sword is the one that leaves the mark, that there could be a different soul in Stefan, portraying themselves as Stefan.
In the future.
In the future.
Yeah, it's completely possible, and that also leads us to believe is Bo even Bo?
I think I did bring that up not last podcast, but the one before that Bo could possibly be not Bo.
Right.
Yeah.
But
No
I mean,
vocal
it
cords
seemed-
means you can't really.
yeah, I mean, he's had the mark since he's been with Lily in the first place. So
Mm-hmm.
he could have been a different vampire the whole time. He just didn't care. He just had a body.
Yeah, he's just happy to be free. He's got somewhat of a family. That's why he's not really arguing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but he's
Not really contesting things, I should say.
He's very much with Julian.
dutifully
Obviously.
defending Lily and masterfully using magic. So I don't think any old vampire would, be that good at using magic.
Well, we
if they
did
haven't done it
establish
forever.
that they kind of inhabit with the bodies. We saw
Yeah.
what Joe's, are. Well, I can't remember her name. What the vampire that was in her body?
Florence.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That
but
she started to inherit,
Yeah,
her
she-
medical background. So
she starts to acclimate to the body she was in,
yeah.
Yeah, so maybe the longer you're in it, the more...
attuned.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll go with
But
that.
I mean, like I said, Bo had the mark. He had the X, and he was muted long before he was with Lily. This goes back hundreds of years.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So he's been a heretic he wasn't the first one, but what if he had that soul in him and then became a heretic?
Yeah. So the question really now is, who is she?
Yeah,
Florence?
No. I know what Dom's talking about. Who
Yeah,
is she?
the
Who is
bad
her?
the bad guy, because it's officially a her.
Well,
There's no question about
it was officially a her in the
Yeah, it
first
was. That was
flashback
the
we
first
ever
time
saw.
we have-
Now,
It's the first time they've referenced her directly.
she
Right.
wants Stefan. Stefan is the only one that she's after. She's going to have to settle for the other one, as Damon says. Who is she? Is it Valerie?
I don't know, but
Gonnato?
she is Alarc's fiance, as they put it.
No, that's Caroline.
Caroline is not connected to Alarc in any wedding way, is she?
I thought that's what we established, that it was Caroline. That
Yeah, I
Alaric
thought
was-
last week we were talking about Alaric and Caroline being together
Yeah,
in the future.
They pretty much pointed that out. That that's why he said he wanted to go in there. It's because Caroline was in there as far as they knew.
No, yeah, and they pointed it out because when Damon saw it on TV, he's like, "Oh, look, speak of the devil."
Yeah,
Yeah, when they were
it's-
talking about Alaric's fiance.
Yeah, Caroline is Alaric's fiance.
Well, he said, "Oh, look, there she is now."
That didn't register with me.
Well, that's the that.
I could have swore that because they were looking for his fiance, they knew Caroline was at work.
Right, and then the
But they
thing
were
came over
looking
the
for her, like-
TV,
and then she came over the TV. Yeah, and
Yeah.
then
I
they
don't know.
pretty much-
I think they're trying to make us think that that's the case, but I think it's completely different.
It's possible. I don't know. Because we do only have little glimpses, so...
And our glimpse ended with Damon getting 4 darts in the back.
Mm-hmm.
Going to assume
Vervain darts, I'm assuming.
that's
Vervain
probably
darts.
the safe
Probably
bet.
concentrated Vervain, too.
So but the thing was is that they're wanting to they seemed like this other person was a bad person they wanted to get rid of. Meanwhile, Caroline was something they were protecting. That's why I honestly think that it's Caroline and Lark.
I'm still gonna go with my theory that Elena's not really, or Nina's not really off the show.
That it's going to be Nina.
It's
now I
going
know
to be
why I'm
one of her
lost.
characters.
It's one of her characters. Well,
Yeah.
if you think about it, it's a doppelganger. So there could be multiple numbers of
Well,
doppelgangers.
no, I think Catherine found her way out of hell.
So you think it's
if
Catherine?
if that's the route we're going on, because Vampire Diaries has the whole staff has gotten together to trick us before. When what was it, 2 seasons ago when Jeremy died to Silas.
Yeah.
They threw a whole goodbye party for Jeremy with a cake, and they did everything. It was over Twitter and Instagram, it was everywhere. And then Jeremy was on the show for another season and a half. So they made this big ordeal now of Nina leaving the show, and she's not done anything. She's not on any movies. She's not filming for any current movies. She's not listed for any TV shows. She's just completely swept under the rug.
And that would be awesome because it would fit because Catherine always loved Stefan. And
Yep.
It would definitely pull the wool over everybody's eyes.
It would. So that's my wild stab in the dark prediction as to who she is. So, but
it'd be amazing.
Stab her in
It
the
would be.
fucking dark.
Whoa.
Okay.
Obviously, we know one person that doesn't want that to be.
I don't want that to happen because I've just gone back and watched season 1, season 2,
Mm-hmm.
and I hate Elena even more now. I forgot how shitty she was in those seasons.
But you also forgot how shitty Caroline was in season 1, and you hoped that
Oh yeah,
she was...
Caroline was awful.
Ugh.
I've been sitting here watching season 1 right now too, which I thought was hilarious when you said that on Facebook. I was like, oh my God.
Caroline's character has actually grown and changed,
Right.
whereas Elena is the same stupid little scunt from the very beginning.
Scunt.
Wow.
Wow, what a word. Scunt.
Sorry. I'm sorry.
No.
I can't help it.
I think I remember Nikki saying that Elena only got interesting about a half a season after she became a vampire.
Yeah, it wasn't for very long.
Mm-mm.
No.
You're right. Her character really didn't develop that much.
It didn't.
Endrand?
I wasn't ranting. That's just
Nikki,
regular conversation for me.
You unearthed some interesting things about Caroline, too, in the beginning, right?
Oh, yeah, these are good.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of, parallels to this first season. Season 10 of episode 1. I mean...
Season 10?
Shut up.
You have future copies?
Season 1, episode 10, is the career day episode where they're all looking, obviously, for careers. And Caroline goes to broadcast journalism.
Mm-hmm.
So, in this current season, she's a broadcast journalist. Also, there's a little line from, I want to call her Kat because that's her real name and freaking... Bonnie. She's talking about Elena to Ben, who was the little fling she had. That was episode 13 of the first season. And she says to him, Elena's like my sister. We're bonded for life.
Now, literally.
Literally now, they are. There was other ones. I didn't catch them on paper quick enough because I was half droggy and all that stuff. But I mean, there's a lot comparing. If you really, really pay attention to season 1 and you watch this season now, they're just tying in everything.
Yeah, that's really interesting. See, and now more than anything, I'm hoping that the she is Catherine. I think it would just really... Because Catherine just literally got dragged away to hell or wherever.
Or
We don't know.
abyss.
Yeah.
Yeah, wherever, the void.
It didn't feel good. Catherine deserved some kind of death. Not to just disappear, fate unknown.
And multiple times they did believe she was dying and then it just didn't die. She never wanted to die.
I mean, she did, she died because she cured her vampirism. Side effects from curing her vampirism.
Mm-hmm.
And then, it's I'm going to pass through the anchor, who is Bonnie, and I'm going to go to the other side. And it's why isn't this working? Yeah! Sucked off to hell.
Yeah.
I
So
found
wherever
that
she got...
interesting.
Wherever... It wasn't satisfying.
All right,
No.
so it wasn't satisfying, but it was interesting as hell.
To literally see her getting pulled down into hell and the fires and everything around
that
her
would
and
be
having
more
her
interesting.
screaming in torment, that would be much better than her just being ripped off into the abyss to wonder what happened to her forever.
And it's probably so they could bring her back in the future.
Yeah.
Future.
Exactly. That's
I mean,
a
yeah,
perfect
it's one of
thing.
those open-end things. Oh, well, we could just bring her back into what?
Yeah. So that's what I'm kind of hoping. I don't want to see Elena back.
And I hope
Catherine?
I hope she comes back as a demon, not a vampire.
Catherine, I would love to have Catherine back.
Demon Catherine. Because now that we sit and thought about this, I don't hate Elena, but you're right. Her character never really developed. Catherine, on the other hand, was different. I think it's funny. Same person playing the same character.
Right.
Which, yeah.
Catherine was a really fleshed out character.
Yeah.
I mean, mainly probably because she's hundreds of years old and there was a lot of time to grab from to build her character. But even her personality had had a hell of a lot more flair than Elena. Elena is very droll.
But yeah, look at Elena.
That's why we liked when Elena became a vampire.
Elena was, in the first season, she was a 17-year-old high school student whose parents just died. It was a very generic kind of character
It was very,
background.
very Twilight vibe.
Yeah.
Very, going back.
But-
I was
yeah, it's
but
very
this
Twilight.
show
The very
started-
First season, extremely.
This
the
show
first few
started
episodes.
during the Twilight craze.
Right. Even though the books were out before the Twilight books
Yeah.
were out, but
Right, but
you
this
know,
show came up when Twilight was the biggest fucking thing on the block, and they were trying to do sort of a similar thing to suck everybody
I'm gonna
in.
say this once and only once. I will never ever admit this again. Something good came out of Twilight, and that is this show. Because if Twilight wasn't a thing, this show never would have gotten greenlit.
Oh,
No, of
Oh
course
no,
not.
because it was the
Definitely not.
vampire craze.
Yeah.
yeah.
So, anyway, back to
This episode.
current events. What the hell is going on with all the people in Mystic Falls?
You mean them being blood bags?
Yeah.
That's all Julian.
Kind
Yeah,
of.
now it was officially established that it was Julian.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
all Julian.
Remember Bo showed up and
Yeah,
yeah,
Bo.
it's-
But that doesn't mean it's Julian. That could be Bo. That could be whatever
The way he
entity is in
reacted.
Bo.
The way he reacted when Valerie and Caroline kind of confronted him, he was just like, "Yeah, so what of it?" You know, he gave that face like, "Whatever, I don't care."
yeah, Bo's
I'm
very
gonna-
supportive of Julian.
Yeah, you could just see in his face like, "Get out of here, Valerie. It's Julian. I'm gonna follow him to the end. He's feeding me this way."
Well, they didn't find any bite marks.
No, but they are
Oh, why
draining
would
the
you?
blood because they're keeping them hydrated.
Yeah, they're keeping them as living.
They're
blood-
like fattening
Yeah,
them up
that's what
for
they said.
Christmas dinner or something.
They're fattening them.
and
well-
if they take one to consume all of it, why would they wouldn't leave it there?
They're fortifying their blood for whatever reason. But is it
Yeah.
Julian really? I don't know.
I totally think it's Julian. I think he has a plan to release all those little souls in that Phoenix Stone, and he needs to feed them at one point when they come out because they're all gonna be really fucking hungry. I mean, we saw
I
that.
didn't think about that. Him freeing all of the souls. Yeah, but
Yeah.
we already know that they're vampires. The human bodies can't hold them.
No, those are the food source. He's gonna go
Oh.
around and find, toss away vampires and put souls into them.
No, but
What
here's
if
the
he's thinking about putting them in all of the heretics?
Maybe.
it's possible. The
I mean, he probably made some friends in there. That's for sure.
their original bodies aren't going to be around still likely because Julian's body was magically protected
Hmm.
by
Yeah.
his family. However, I don't think the other vampires stuck in that stone were as lucky.
Who's to say they can't turn all of those people into vampires and then enter vampire souls into them?
There's
They
that too.
could.
Yeah, yeah, that's a perfectly valid possibility.
The question is, why is he fattening them up though?
No, I mean, I think
well,
it's more of a
it's-
term, but I mean,
Yeah, no, I think
it's more as a phrase.
I
But
think they're eating food that makes the blood healthier. I think is the thing.
and they just look like they were on saline. I think it's just like kind of like a human ranch. They just, they have them all in their little
I think.
cages
Said
and
they were
just
feeding them though.
Yeah, they are. The
feeding them saline to keep
steak.
them hydrated.
No, they said they were
No,
steak
they were
and
steak,
all kinds
chicken,
of things that they
yeah.
found in the trash. Remember?
Iron-rich food.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that's just you can't live off saline.
Right.
You have to have
So
some sort
I'm
of.
thinking it's got to be something to like. Maybe some of them will end up being new bodies for whatever souls are trapped in the thing, but the rest of them are more than likely going to be just to feed them all when they come
Yes,
out.
there's a lot.
Because when when the vampires are released, we know they have like an insatiable thirst.
Yeah.
You know.
And like they have the grill filled, they have the school filled. I think they said there was like 3 other buildings as well.
It was
Matt
the
said
courthouse, the
yeah.
grill, the school, and I
There's
can't
no-
remember the other building.
Yeah, Matt was like losing his freaking mind.
Yeah.
And we got he talked about Jeremy and Taylor.
Tyler, yeah.
Tyler, yeah.
They're Tyler Pluto.
Taylor.
Yeah,
Taylor
Jeremy,
Swift.
and that's another thing. He mentioned, I talked to Tyler and Jeremy, and they think they've come up with a way to help.
Mm-hmm. Better than you doing, Bonnie.
Oh yeah, he was mad at Bonnie.
Bonnie's kind of on a weird road right now. Her
Well,
personality.
we saw where she ends up.
Well, I wasn't fighting the fact that, I ship that.
Yeah.
I ship that.
It
I mean,
was-
I'm lost because I don't know what you guys talked about last week. I didn't watch. But, I mean, the whole Enzo
that was
Bonnie
the
thing.
Caroline thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, then the Enzo was
The Enzo Bonnie
before that.
thing, I was like, please, this is great. Keep it.
Yeah, I like it.
Oh no, yeah, I like that
weird.
those two, but she does blame
Interesting,
herself
but
for the
yeah, I
stuff,
like
whatever goes
It's
on.
it's
She's blaming
weird,
herself.
but I'm gonna like how they arrive there.
Yeah, I am liking that it's just a very slow process that's happening right now.
Mhm.
So I'm liking where this is going, but at one
And-
point she's gonna crash, and I want to see how that
Well,
Bonnie
Bonnie
gonna blame
can
herself.
use someone a little more stable on the show because they're not going to get rid of Enzo anytime soon.
I don't know. People like Enzo.
Yeah. So
I like Enzo. Enzo's a good character.
it's like everybody else that they've paired Bonnie up with. It's like, okay, well, how long till this guy goes? So
Yeah, they do kill
Yeah.
him.
all Bonnie's boyfriends just kind of disappear. Jeremy's died like twice.
You could start from the very beginning.
Well, Bonnie
The first-
died once.
Yeah.
Yeah.
well, Bonnie died. I mean, everybody's died in this show.
This is true. Everyone
Literally.
Has died.
Trying to think.
for Matt.
No, Matt's
Yeah,
died
Matt.
a couple times.
No, Matt's died a couple times.
He's died a few times because of the Gilbert ring.
You know the no, I was gonna say the only one who hasn't died is Kai, but he died. He died once to become a vampire. He's still alive. I'm convinced.
No, I'm convinced too. I'm not letting that go. That's a dream. That's not going to go away. That's a dream I'm going to be dreaming forever.
Mm-hmm.
Keep dreaming, because his head got twisted off.
He can make illusions.
Yes, he can make illusions,
Yeah,
and
we
they're
established
very
it's
solid.
not been him.
Yeah. So, I think Kai's still alive out there. Don't think for 1 second. The last time we thought Kai died was when they shot an arrow. So somebody shot an arrow at him, and it turned out to be Elena. So,
Okay.
head got ripped off. Illusion.
Well, I mean, we're gonna see we have the twins, so we're gonna have the Gemini Kevin stuff happening. So it's very possible that he comes back into the picture later,
Yeah.
trying to get for that power again.
It would be good. It'd be a great time to do it. We got to have a little bit of Thanksgiving dinner
Yes.
a couple days early, about a week early.
Was
Okay.
there any dinner, really?
Well,
No.
Damon
No.
was eating stuff. He was eating stuff.
Damon was eating his pet turkey.
That was during. But he was eating
Yeah.
stuff while they were talking to.
Damon
That
ate,
was
yeah.
that was faux furky. It wasn't real.
Oh, I don't know. He was talking about pumpkin pie. I don't know.
Damon ate his pet turkey, and we found out that, their dad really was a dick.
Was an asshole.
I'm very
Yeah.
sad they couldn't get the original actor for their father back.
I was.
He was
trying
a
to figure
very
out, I'm like,
old. He was a very old man in
was.
season 1. So, and
He was.
It was, and that
Dude,
was
Stefan
only
and
5
Damon-
years later.
no, did you see how small Stefan was? Stefan was like a 5-year-old little boy, 7 years old.
Oh,
And in
Yeah,
season 1, when they do the flashbacks, Stefan's 17.
Oh yeah, the mother left
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true.
or died.
So-
Whatever. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, the first actor you get to see for their dad, way too old to go back and play a younger version.
I guess.
Even
They didn't
makeup
even,
wouldn't fix
they
that.
didn't like attempt to be anywhere near close to look the same though. They were just like, here's an actor, boom.
They're thinking. It's been 6 seasons. You forgot what he looks like.
Sure.
No, sorry, I didn't.
Yes.
No, I know.
I can't think of
You're
the
like, I'm
actor's
giving them the
name.
benefit of the doubt.
I can't think of the actor's name, but there's a lot of stuff that I've seen him in that I thoroughly enjoy him in. And I can't think of his name at all. But I was very, very disappointed he was not in there. But making your son eat his pet, that's a little messed up.
Well, I mean,
It's like
it is-
Nikki, we're cooking Josie tonight. Eat it.
that's completely different.
No, it's not. We're having Chinese food. Eat it.
It's different.
No,
I
it's
mean,
different.
With, like, I know it's like pigs and turkeys and stuff, but
Still, I mean, yeah.
I'm
I mean,
sorry, Chinese food's not actually cat. It's just
No.
It's
You
the
made
the
friends.
urban legend. Ooh, you know.
I mean, it's been, like forever. Turkey has been a delicacy for one time a year, basically. You don't cook a cat at Easter. It's not tradition at all.
New tradition.
But I mean, yeah, okay, if it was his pet, go find another fucking turkey. You're in the middle of the woods, Mystic Falls, back in the time where wild turkeys are probably a thing.
I'm sure.
What
Yeah.
was the pet's name? What was the turkey's name?
Sammy or something
Sammy.
like.
Yeah. This is Sammy. I was like, you're eating Sam Winchester?
Aw,
Oh.
he's kind of a turkey.
But you feel bad because like you just see, and then the stupid like cigar crap, and it was like, oh my god.
I was
And-
totally waiting for them to show Damon's arm like as a vampire with still the burn mark.
Yeah,
a
me
scar
too.
or something.
He did feel his arm.
Yeah.
He remembers
Yeah.
where it was, but the
He
scars
remembers the
obviously
pain.
not there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, I like how they did this because it trying to draw the parallel between Julian and Giuseppe.
Yeah.
Same concept. She has a bad taste in men.
Bad taste in men. She likes abusive
Even-
men.
But you know what? Even if they weren't the same people, like they had the same like quirks and stuff, I think Damon and Stefan would still be trying to tell their mom that Julian's like dead. That's the best
Well, they-
parallel they can draw for
100%.
her.
And
So
that's
that
what
she
they were
gets it.
trying.
But
Yeah,
they
were
definitely-
trying to get him.
They definitely put some doubt in her, right?
Oh, yeah.
So
Oh,
like
yeah.
Really?
she went back and she's thinking she confronted Julian about the baby,
Yep.
because not only did Stefan and Damon break the news to Lily about it, but Valerie kind of broke the news to Caroline as well. So Caroline kind
Which
of
she
really
took really
understands. Yeah, she took it really, really well. But then Lily goes back and says, "Did you beat the shit out of Valerie till she lost her child?" And he's like, "No," and just the way he said no.
He's like, I would
She's
never do
just-
such
She
a
knew.
vile thing.
She
She's
knew,
getting
like,
flashbacks of
immediate-
Giuseppe.
I'm like,
Well,
you're so full of shit. That
that
she
wasn't-
knew.
That wasn't the only thing in that conversation that put doubt
Right.
in her mind. I mean, she asked him about the sword because they were linked, like their lives were linked, and he was getting cut, and she was like, "Did you even care about my safety?" And he's like, "Oh, don't worry, I wasn't gonna die." And she's like, "But I was getting hurt."
And however you put it, that wasn't corn syrup on me, or whatever she said it was.
Yeah,
Red food coloring, I think.
Yeah,
something
no,
like that.
or
She said something.
yeah, like tomato paste. I don't know
Yeah,
what
it
she
was tomato
said.
paste.
It was
Yeah.
something along those lines, something
Something
food
about
related.
choking on your own blood and
Yeah, choking on
Yeah.
your own blood, kind of,
mm-hmm.
however she put that. But yeah, because that whole thing, she doubted it.
I mean the episode ends with her going back to Stefan and Damon being like, "You guys were right. We're gonna do this. I have a plan.
I have a
We're
plan,
not gonna get caught."
and we won't get caught this time.
Yeah.
Now, is it sincere, or is she playing them, knowing that they're going to keep
No,
trying
I
to go
think
for
it's
Julian?
I think it's sincere.
Because
No,
I
yeah.
believe her through all of that stuff, that she may have done it the wrong way, but I think she was trying to protect them. I think she was trying to get away, and it wasn't working, and I think that's why she ended up faking her own death in the end anyway. Was that she's decided she just wanted out.
In her mind, the only way she could escape Giuseppe, even though she was in a TB camp or whatever, was to die.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, was it tuberculosis or was it
Yeah.
something else?
TB.
Yeah.
Consumption.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean the only problem that currently exists is the spell that links their lives. They could just siphon that away. Valerie
Yeah,
will help them.
Valerie could.
That's
Yeah, easy.
undoable.
Yeah, the siphon, or I mean, not actually kill him. I mean, you could put him somewhere, like put him back in the crystal.
Well, who's to say that if you put him in a crystal, he's like his body's unconscious, that she doesn't become unconscious?
And it's not that put him in the crystal is unconscious. It's, put him in the crystal, he's dead. It's just his soul is stuck in that crystal.
Okay, so he's still dead.
What? Yeah, but I mean,
I'm sure
her
they have a way
soul's
to,
not going anywhere.
Right. The only reason they were able to resurrect Julian, again, body protected.
Not to mention, she cast a spell. I can't see why she couldn't uncast it.
True.
Lily's not a heretic. Lily doesn't
didn't
have
cast the
magic.
spell.
No, Lily's still just a regular vampire. Same with Julian.
She probably
Oh.
had Bo do it.
Yeah, Bo or one of the girls, Mary.
Well, I'm sure
Yeah.
one of them could. We already know that Valerie obviously hates him, so she wouldn't be. She'd be all about dealing with it.
Yeah. I love when we were first introduced last season to the whole theory of the heretic or the siphoner, kind of like magic thing. And like we sat there for so long trying to figure out how they were going to like break down the magical barrier between Mystic Falls. And until the episode that Kai actually just sucked up the whole thing, we never once considered Kai's just gonna suck up the whole barrier around the town. It
Not until
never,
like 5 seconds before it happened. Yeah.
Well,
never came
it was
into
a
our
lot
mind.
of power,
Right,
Like,
but
it was
still.
like good and thought processes of that being possible. I
Right,
guess.
so
I
that
don't know.
never even entered our mind, and now everything is just like, well, one of them can just siphon it off. It's just like that's our answer to everything right now.
I'm like, if Kai can siphon in a massive freaking spell that size, they can just whatever. That's just a spell.
They could siphon away somebody being a vampire. It wouldn't cure them, but
No, it'd
they'd
kill them.
kill them, but they could do it.
They could do it. If they needed to survive, yes, they could just easily do that.
I'm sure they could siphon somebody's werewolf out of them and just put them as a normal person.
I guess technically because it's a curse, it's a spell.
Yeah.
That's it.
Well, it's actually
See,
kind
that's
of
the
like
thing. That's the thing that I
genetic
really
as
want
well.
them to explore,
Yeah, it is
though.
kinda
I
genetic as
really
well.
need. I need some kind of answer with the werewolf thing. Like, I don't care if it's done on the Vampire Diaries. I don't care if it's done on the originals. I need an answer to how the werewolves work. Like the first werewolf, something like I want to know, because when Tyler entered Mystic Falls last season, when the barrier was up, it removed him being a vampire and just put him back to a boy with the werewolf gene. So is
Yeah.
the gene not supernatural, but the
Well,
curse is? Like, what?
Because it's genetic. So I mean, it's
Right,
so
that's
that
what
would
I
be
need to
something
know.
You take away with magic, because that technically isn't magic. But you're right. Originally, it's a curse, as far as we knew.
So
But
it seems like it's a hybrid between genetics and magic, and I need to know where this blend goes, because right now I can't fathom how the gene wasn't put there by magic.
that's interesting. Why we haven't seen that yet? You're right, because we've seen the original vampires. But yeah, why have we not seen the original?
And the original werewolves existed before the family of vampires too, because Klaus was a hybrid.
Yeah.
So they had to have werewolves before Klaus. So
And I really don't think the original werewolves are going to be anything special. I mean, they're all
no,
long dead.
well, they could. I don't
Well,
know.
yeah,
we don't
they
know.
don't
We don't know
live
anything
No
about
idea.
They don't live like a vampire, though. So, as far as we know, werewolves live and die. They get older and they die. So you're right. They wouldn't be around, but we should still be information or something somewhere.
even
Doesn't-
if the original werewolves were immortal, they don't need to kill to survive. They can eat pig the same way we do.
They
They
could
literally
let
just
us.
hide. It would be interesting if they were immortal, being
I mean,
that just be like they're different.
It's one day out of every month. I mean, yeah, they're humans for the for.
We don't
I mean-
even know if they work like that.
We don't.
Yeah.
We don't know anything about them.
Being
So.
that they're original, they could already know how
They
to
could-
shift back and forth,
yeah,
or
they
they
could-
could be permanent all the time.
They could
No,
shift
no.
in and out, and the gene that they pass on could be the one that's triggered to the curse of the moon. Like,
Oh,
we
you're
don't know
hurting your
anything.
brain. You're hurting your brain.
Hell,
No, you're like they could be wolves all the time. Like, oh,
It's
what?
true.
It bestiality. God, no.
they could
Stop it.
actually. They could not actually be werewolves. They could just be shapeshifters. They could shift into anything that they want. We don't know anything about them. So, I think that about does it. You guys have
mean-
anything else?
Didn't talk about the babies being cloaked.
Oh,
Because
Oh, yeah, we
like
didn't
I
say anything.
I legit thought that they were all crazy. Like they thought like, oh well, the test came back negative. So I was like, there's some funky ducky going around here.
Yeah, maybe it
Valerie's a
doesn't-
crazy
I thought
bitch.
maybe like it doesn't work because technically she's dead.
Well,
that was what I was thinking.
because of the situation with the actress Candice Akala,
Oh yeah.
knew that she was definitely going to be pregnant in real life, and that they have to work that into the show. So I knew there was something going on with the babies, and instantly, as soon as they got through with the ultrasound, I go, they're cloaked. Those fuckers are cloaked. That's what I said.
Yeah.
And then I was like, yeah. And then they reveal it, and I'm like, damn, I didn't even get to like share my theory with anyone.
Bam.
Because I didn't watch it right away, so it's not like you can be like, yeah.
Yep.
And Caroline's immediate reaction, like she didn't even like do it. She siphoned and she immediately knew. It was like bam.
Well, I mean, she's like what? I mean, they were just little beans, so she's only a few weeks
They were
gone.
little beans with arms, and they were so excited.
Yeah, they were dancing around.
They were like Mexican jumping beans in her belly.
So I mean,
if
they were far enough
Except
along
Alaric
for her
or
to
Joe
know.
were not Mexican.
I mean, if they were transferred straight from Joe to Caroline, then Caroline's a couple of months along.
Mm-hmm.
Especially the fact that she's puking her guts up already.
Yeah,
She's
that was
far
a
enough
dead
along
giveaway.
that
That
would be able
doesn't
to
mean
notice.
anything. You can literally.
Oh, I know
it
it-
depends upon the person. Can immediately go into sickness.
Yes,
is it?
I'm aware of that. I'm saying,
This
but
is
the
a TV
general,
show. They're gonna follow the stereotypes.
they're gonna
True.
follow the average reaction. And yes, I know it depends on person. Some people could be not sick at all. Some people could get sick week 1. But the general average is about 2 to 3 months in.
I can't wait to see her eating pickles and peanut butter.
It's crazy things.
No, she's gonna be eating pickles and blood.
No, that blood. The
Maybe
whole
do
thing
some
about
weird shit because she's
the
a vampire.
whole
It's gonna be
thing
too much.
about it might even be weirder than pickles and peanut butter. But I mean,
Yeah.
the whole thing about pregnancy cravings is it's things that you wouldn't eat together, and she wants to eat blood all the time. That's how she sustains herself.
Maybe she'll crave like animal blood or some weird or some shit. Or
Someone get me some pufferfish blood. That'd be
yeah,
so
something
great.
weird.
Vampire blood. That's all she
Oh,
craves
yeah,
is
there you go.
vampire blood.
Ugh. Those babies messed up.
Yep. All right, so I think that about does it. Mike. What the hell was that face?
I don't know.
I think he's still reeling on the pufferfish fish.
It was
blood
nice.
Yeah.
thing.
Puffer flish.
Flish. It's a flish.
So that's our show.
Mhm.
Mike, where can the people find you?
You can find me on Twitter. They're over here at Thilladrin. On the wrong side.
Nikki, where can the people find you?
They can find me on Twitter after you read the synopsis.
Oh.
Yes.
Kim, where can the people find you?
You can find me also on Twitter at HUFFITY,
You can find me down below at Phenomenon, PHENOMEDOM. So next week, the episode is called Hold Me, Thrill Me, Kiss Me, No Kill Me. So this is not by you two. A fractured family as Julian and Lily throw a party to celebrate Mary Louise and Nora's anniversary. Stefan and Damon set in motion a risky plan to eliminate a new threat posed by Julian. Meanwhile, following a major revelation uncovered by Valerie, Caroline is forced to face her new reality, even as it threatens to destroy her relationship with Stefan. And finally, determined to do what's best for her family, Lily makes the most difficult decision of her life. Dun dun dun.
And if you watched the promo, which I did, that involves Julian having Stefan and Damon tied to a chair and telling Lily, pick which one you want to die.
Oh,
I don't. Why would the babies destroy the relationship between her and Stefan? I think Stefan would be the one, like, making sure that she doesn't lift anything too heavy, or, he'd be the one stepping up to be the dad.
But they're not his babies.
They're not his.
I know, but Caroline is his bae.
Yeah.
I hate that word, but still.
bacon and eggs?
But I mean, you're gonna start having a lark in the situation now, and the lark's gonna be doting, and it's just I see that's where the disruption is going to take place.
True.
They're just immature.
The episode obviously will be taking a week break for Thanksgiving, and it will be back on December 3rd.
Yar.
Mickey, where can the people find you?
They can find me on Twitter at LadyVenom24, LadyYvenom24.
And you can find us all on Facebook, Gmail, G+, Twitter, Space, And right here on YouTube at /ASOTV podcast for some more podcasts for some of your favorite TV shows. Till next week, enjoy your Thanksgiving dinner.
Sammy.
We'll be back in 2 weeks. Enjoy your Sammy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Oh, I'm eating a ham now.